Do you think it's ever going to be broken?
Well, every record is made to be broken.
Yeah.
Olympic people find that out.
Yeah.
With today's athlete, certainly it's possible.
Are you surprised at all it lasted as long as it did? I mean, with some of the rebounders they've had here?
Actually, I didn't really know it was a record until I was listening to the radio maybe about 4 years ago or something, and somebody mentioned the fact that they were getting close to that.
Yeah.
And back then, if you got 27 rebounds in a ball game against North Texas, you got 27 rebounds against North Texas.
Yeah.
It wasn't a big deal.
What was that like watching it on TV?
It was great.
Seeing Rico do that.
It was absolutely fabulous. I made this statement. I almost called, if I'd have had Scott Drew's cell phone number, I would have called him, because he took him out of the ball game with about 10 minutes to go in the second half, and I said, gosh, leave the kid in, let him play. And of course, cooler heads prevailed, and he went back in the ball game, and I thought that was fabulous.
Most people don't like to see the records broken, but you actually wanted Rico to get it, I guess.
Oh goodness, that's what they're for.
Yeah.
And plus the fact Rico is he comes to play. Mm-hmm. He works hard. He's very, very competitive. He's dedicated, and you can tell by the way he plays, he's unselfish. And Carol Dawson called me yesterday, and we talked about that, and he said, Jerry, I want to tell you one more thing. He said, Rico is a fine young man, and that's a great compliment.
The other strange thing about it is, I'm sure you didn't get this much coverage about your record 60 years ago, and you're probably getting more about it now when it's broken than you did back then.
About all I can say is when we came back from North Texas, it was cold, and if you go back over to the old cracker box over there, you know, we had one of these school lockers, and we didn't have quite all this. We didn't know what an interview was.
Do you think you could have gotten or could get 29 rebounds against Houston Tillotson?
I probably couldn't get any rebounds against anybody today.
What are you doing nowadays?
Oh, I'm retired first from the school business. I was superintendent of schools in Beaumont, and then I retired from the military. I stayed in the reserve after I spent my active duty time. And then I came back up here after that and worked 10 years for Baylor in their development office. And so now I'm retired from a job, but I still find a lot of things to do. I enjoy church work. I enjoy working with Texas Baptist men. They build a lot of things in churches and furniture and so forth, and I like that kind of stuff. I work for God's Toolbox in our church.
But how old are you now, Jerry?
I'm 79. Be 80 in September.
And you live in McGregor?
Moved to McGregor. We came back up here 5.5 years ago.
Okay.
We decided we needed to move from Beaumont, and we selected Waco.
Yeah. And that's where you watched the game from the other night?
I watched it from TV. And
in McGregor, your church?
Yeah, yes, sir. Okay. I had two sons that played pro ball, baseball, and then one of our grandsons was a catcher over in Lufkin, Angelina Junior College. They're both graduates. One graduated, our son graduated from Baylor, and the other boy graduated from the University of Houston.
You got a cup of coffee with the Red Sox? And what,
I got a
got to hit off of Whitey Ford?
I got a cup of coffee.
Claim to fame?
Yeah, I'm doing fine. Those little NBAs. Yeah, I got a cup of coffee, went up in 1959 at the end of the year.
You also got drafted by the NBA, what, Syracuse?
I got drafted by Syracuse, and
but the salaries, though, back then, basketball didn't pay much as
well, I'll give you an example.
Baseball.
The salary for Syracuse, and I don't know what draft pick I was, but it was pretty high, because Syracuse was down in the bottom on the standings. But I think the top salary was $5,500. Ralph Yardley was making $35,000 a year, and you had to play a lot of ball games. And they didn't have the baseball draft when I played. You could just, whoever thought they were interested in you, you just make a deal and signed with them. So, y'all, you guys remember Sid Hudson here in town?
Oh, yeah.
Well, Sid is a super nice guy. Well, he had finished his career, and he was a scout for the Red Sox. And he took me up to Boston, and I worked out with the Red Sox, and I signed with them. And I played in their minor league system most of my career, played 6 years. And 59, I went up with them at the end of the year. And I was the last guy, I'll tell these guys this, I was the last guy to get cut in spring training after being told I was going to get a 30-day shot. And in the interim time when I went down, well, I got my knee hurt, and I missed a whole year because of that. And I never recovered my prowess. Never recovered after that. I wasn't as consistent, and so I played till 62, and then I said, hey, I got to do something else.
That's it.